Welcome back to Coins Numismatic Series, where every episode pulls back the curtain on history, rarity, value, and the hidden treasures hiding in your pocket change. Get ready, because the 1969 Lincoln penny without a mint mark carries one of the most fascinating stories in American coinage. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at a 1969 penny the same way again. The 1969 Lincoln penny 1-cent coin without a mint mark represents a critical piece of U.S. numismatic history, not only for its place in circulation, but also for one of the most famous and dramatic events ever linked to a modern American coin. Most people know the 1969 Lincoln cent as just another copper penny from the late 1960s, but collectors instantly recognize this date as the year of one of the rarest and most valuable double-die errors ever discovered. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced this no-mint mark version, became unintentionally associated with one of the most iconic penny varieties in the entire series. To understand the significance of the 1969 penny, we first need to explore the historical setting of 1969, a year of monumental change and national transition. The Vietnam War was in full swing. American astronauts were preparing to walk on the moon, and the country was experiencing cultural and economic shifts that shaped a new era. Against this backdrop, the United States Mint continued its operations, producing billions of coins to meet nationwide demand. Pennies remained the most widely used denomination, essential for everyday purchases, vending machines, payphones, and commercial transactions. In 1969, the Philadelphia Mint, known for producing coins without mint marks, struck hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents on the obverse of the 1969 penny. We find the classic and iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 and used on the cent ever since. Brenner's design shows a right-facing profile of President Lincoln, deeply symbolic and representative of honesty, leadership, and national unity. Even in fine condition, the portrait remains recognizable and clear, though smoothing appears across Lincoln's cheek, jawline, hair, and coat. Fine-grade coins typically show consistent wear, flattening the high points while preserving the main design elements. Above Lincoln's portrait lies the well-known motto, "In God We Trust." Even on heavily circulated examples, this inscription tends to remain legible due to its raised lettering and prominent placement. To the left of Lincoln is the word "Liberty," which often exhibits notable wear but remains visible. To the right of the portrait, the date, 1969, is struck in the classic style typical of that era. This coin carries no mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. The absence of a mint mark is a defining feature and becomes especially important when identifying and authenticating varieties and errors tied to this date. Turning the coin over, the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial design created by Frank Gasparo. Introduced in 1959 and used for 50 years, this design honors the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and offers rich symbolic meaning. In fine condition, the Lincoln Memorial remains distinguishable with its architectural pillars intact, though softened by circulation wear. The central statue of Lincoln, which is visible on well-struck examples, may be faint or nearly smooth in fine-grade coins. Despite this, the major lines of the memorial remain present. Above the memorial sits United States of America, arching notably across the top edge. Centered just above the structure is E Pluribus Unum, the long-standing motto meaning, out of many, one. At the bottom, the denomination 1 cent is easily noticeable. Even in fine condition, this lettering retains clarity because of its deep and wide strike. The reverse design maintains its balance and symmetry even after decades of circulation, illustrating the durability and enduring appeal of Gasparo's work. The mintage numbers for the 1969 no-mint mark penny reflect a substantial production year. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 1.136 billion pennies in 1969, ensuring widespread circulation across the country. Although this large mintage means the regular 1969 penny is not rare in average circulated condition, the coin's place in history comes not from its mintage size, but from one of the most extraordinary occurrences in American numismatics, the 1969 double-die obverse variety. The 1969 double-die is widely considered one of the big three of Lincoln cent double-die errors. standing alongside the legendary 1955 double die and the 1972 double die. The 1969 version, however, has an additional layer of intrigue. Shortly after the discovery of this double die cent, the U.S. Secret Service became involved because counterfeit coins had been circulating at the time. The doubling on the genuine coin was so dramatic that authorities initially believed the coins to be altered or false. For a period, the Secret Service actually confiscated and destroyed some genuine 1969 double die cents because they were mistaken for counterfeits. This incident makes surviving specimens extremely rare. Only a small number are known today, and authentic examples can sell for tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. The doubling on the obverse affects the date, the lettering, and "In God We Trust," with powerful, unmistakable spread visible to the naked eye. However, the targeted coin for this script, a standard 1969 penny in fine condition, should not be confused with this extraordinary variety. While the fine condition, no mint mark 1969 penny typically holds only modest value, collectors always pay attention to 1969 cents because of the possibility of the double die variety and several other collectible anomalies. Even for regular 1969 pennies, varieties like die cracks, die clashes, off-center strikes, filled letters, and minor doubling can attract attention from variety enthusiasts. Examining the composition of the 1969 penny reveals another classic feature: its bronze alloy. Like all Lincoln cents minted from 1909 to 1982, with the exception of the 1943 steel cent and 1944 transitional errors, the 1969 Lincoln cent is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This gives the coin its distinct reddish-brown hue, weight, and long-lasting durability. Copper cents appeal strongly to collectors because they feel substantial and visually pleasing compared to modern zinc-based pennies. The enduring density of copper ensures that even circulated coins retain their charm and sense of historical presence. In the marketplace, a standard 1969 penny in fine condition generally brings only a small premium over face value. However, even common pennies from this era can carry a bit of additional value when sold in bulk or collected as part of date and mint sets. Higher-grade examples, especially those graded mint red or red-brown by professional grading services such as NGC or PCGS, command stronger premiums. But the high-value potential of the year 1969 revolves overwhelmingly around error coins, specifically the 1969 double die obverse. Collector interest in the 1969 penny remains high due to this dramatic history. Even though most examples in circulation or fine condition are common, the thrill of searching for the famous double die keeps collectors engaged. Because the rarity of the actual double die is so extreme, some collectors appreciate assembling full 1969 sets, including normal strikes, minor errors, and varieties. The year also appeals to those studying the mint's production methods during the late 1960s, a time when mechanical inconsistencies and changing die technology led to notable varieties. Another reason collectors gravitate toward the 1969 Lincoln cent is its connection to a period of significant political and cultural change in America. Many people find nostalgic value in coins from this era. The penny serves as a small, everyday artifact from a time when monumental events were shaping the modern United States. For some collectors, owning a 1969 penny feels like owning a piece of American memory, simple, humble, yet deeply meaningful. The wear patterns on a fine-condition penny also tell a story. Decades of use have softened the lines of Lincoln's coat and face, smoothed the steps of the memorial, and faded the finer details. Yet the inscriptions remain clear, the design still strong. This kind of circulated coin reflects a life of service. Countless hands, countless transactions, and thousands of days moving through the American economy. It represents continuity, something that has endured through many years of change. Even though the fine-condition 1969 no-mint mark penny is not rare, its connection to one of the greatest double die discoveries ever continues to make it one of the most famous dates in the Lincoln cent series. Collectors cherish this year because every single 1969 penny carries the potential excitement of a legendary treasure. And that feeling, paralleled by few other modern U.S. coins, is a powerful motivator for collectors of all levels. The 1969 Lincoln penny without a mint mark holds a special place in numismatic history due to its design, its era, its mintage, and its dramatic connection to one of the rarest errors ever produced by the U.S. Mint. Whether in fine condition or a higher grade, this penny stands as a reminder that even the most common-looking coin can possess a story far greater than its face value. Its lasting appeal demonstrates why numismatics remains such a captivating and ever-evolving hobby. Because when it comes to coins like the 1969 Lincoln cent, you never know, your next ordinary penny might just lead to an extraordinary discovery.